Hi, welcome to the weekly review. I'm here. Ollie should be joining me shortly. It's late because I had all this time and I was like, oh, I'll go and like do stuff while I'm waiting. And then I looked at my watch and more time had passed than I thought. So, welcome to specifically our neurodivergent weekly review. So, a weekly review, in case you're not familiar, is the idea that we pause what we're actually like the big worky work stuff. I apparently got makeup in my eye, which is our worky work stuff. And instead of doing that, we take a step back and focus on what are we committed to? What do we want to have happen? Common activities would be like reviewing your calendar, maybe for this week, maybe looking further ahead. If you've got something bigger on the horizon, apologies. Apparently, I royally messed up my makeup. It itches a lot. Maybe makeup during allergy season is not a great idea. Anyway, people might review their projects, they might check their tasks, they might go through and make sure that they've actually checked off the things that they've done before they completely forget. Not that I've ever done that, but anyway. Might do some planning, inbox processing, like those types of things. Whatever you can do in a limited amount of time that will help you feel in control of your week the fastest. Wow. My eyes are itchy, itchy, itchy. All right. So I can stop looking at my weird eye. Wow. That was bad timing. Anyway, so don't put on face powder immediately before going on. Noted self. Okay. Um, those types of things. I've set some intentions today. I'm already fully aware that I have so much more that I'd like to review that will not happen today because I have been feeling the urge, like not just for a big mind sweep, but like to lay out in like an infinite canvas space or lots of pieces of paper or something kind of physical, like all of the things I'm committed to doing. And like, yeah, to be able to see it. Like this is a desire I've been having. Sometimes I'll do a whiteboard for that. Sometimes I'll do a mind map or um, I've used not very often, but I've used the what is the app? I have to cheat. Um Freeform, the Freeform app on the iPad and like scroll in lots of space. Like it's something to get a big overview, but I'm also aware that that is not my top priority. Because when I'm looking for what do I go work on, I got to make sure that that stuff is in there, right? Um, and that it's not cluttered with too much old stuff. And so I do want an overview, but I also want to make sure I'm able to like continue on with the things I'm doing. So my biggest priority is I need to do a calendar review because I got a lot of stuff coming up. And I just realized my sister is bringing her kids to town like 3 or 4 days earlier than I thought. And then I immediately have a conference right after that. So I basically have to be like, is there anything else I need to do for this conference? Because I found that out yesterday. FYI, we're planning to have a bonus weekly review next Friday. I need to make sure that I have my sister's ride from the airport taken care of first, because apparently that is then. I was using my dad's calendar to tell when my sister was coming, and that is not as accurate as my mom's calendar, it turns out. My dad's kind of new to calendaring. Like he had the privilege when he was like worky work person before he retired of having other people do his schedule for him. Most doctors do. But it also means that he's pretty new to the whole calendaring thing. He's bravely taken it on in his defense. Um, so we need to figure out, like, we've got a lot of stuff. So we got to do some calendar review, and that's going to be top. Figuring out some of the things that are like, okay, these are the things that I need to basically have happened before August, because a lot of stuff before August. It's also a big deal in the Pacific Northwest, because that's when fires sometimes start. And I am very sensitive to forest fire smoke. And so are there a lot of like summer activities that I need to do to feel like I'm having like a good summer before there's smoke out? Because suddenly camping is going to be a whole lot less fun, or activities like that. So what are the things that I want to make sure and there's other deadlines associated, but like basically what are the things that I want to have together by August, and like trying to make sure that I have a good timeline for those. Um that kind of stuff. And then and then actually like going through some of my review stuff in OmniFocus. Um and clearing out some old cruft just to feel like I'm making progress on that. I don't know if I get and that's without all the stuff that I'm not gonna get to. So yeah, I have a lot of intentions for today. Um, if you have any intentions for a weekly review, by all means, let me know in the chat or in comments after the fact. We always love to hear what other people are working on. I just realized I've been fidgeting with the computer and that's making it shake, which is not helpful. I'll write down to get a mouse at our next. Yeah. I mean, my laptop's on a stand, but if I'm trying to reach it, it's gonna, it's a metal stand, but it's not unmovable. Anyway, apologies. So yeah, if you have intentions, I'd love to hear it. And I'm going to start up with our review document. Ollie, of course, has not updated it from Tuesday. And now my brain, by the way, is convinced it's Tuesday, which is weird, but oh man, I need this review. Okay. Yeah, there's some more of that. Um, basically for cis conference. They just look at the calendar and figure stuff out and make sure it's like adequately updated. And then this isn't sister, just in case. I know that's how you spell the other one. What else? So I guess this would go under setup tasks. I mean, most people can't read that because it's too small. Um, mm, mm, pre and I have my intentions somewhere else because this is my complete possible list to give me ideas. And I find it helpful to look at something that's more specific to this week. Anyway, or this session. Pre list. And okay. And I just realized I need to add something to my daily task list for today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Probably what will happen realistically is I will start adding stuff as I see it. Um, think it's time for an updated projects list. I'm still living in the awareness that I have too many active projects, but I am unsure of what to do about that. I mean, of course, one possibility is finding ways to combine them so that my head can get around them. It doesn't decrease my commitments. So if that's the goal, it's helpful for that. But so maybe the project plan would help with that. Feeling like they're all adequately captured and reviewed sometimes helps. And cutting, but I am not in a position to know how to cut them on my own. And so maybe that's a getting coach topic. I'm not sure. It's interesting. More colors and notability. Updates from okay. Yeah, review those actual projects. That'd be great. So basically, I just have way more to do than I can actually do. Not intimidating at all. Common, but and I just mean in life, which is also true, but I mean in this review too. What's it? Oh, calendar. Got to open the calendar. Okay, I need to put my sister's arrival date somewhere that I will see it. Hmm. Oh, right. Hey, it's an Ollie.
Hello there.
Welcome. Your estimate was very close.
I I don't remember giving you an estimate on purpose, but
Maybe I just interpreted it as 15 minutes for.
that felt right. So maybe you picked up on my like vibes.
I mean, we do have a deep, intense relationship. I could see that happening.
Yeah. Yes. Today is also, I think, a resonance day.
Is that an astrology thing?
I have nothing except I was texting someone to ask them something and they texted me the answer to it at the exact same time. So,
Okay. So you can hear me okay? It just occurred to me I'm on a totally different microphone.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, great.
You sound like you're sitting beside me, but I don't know why I would think that because you've never been sitting beside me.
You know, I was trying to explain our relationship to my therapist.
Wow, that is
Not like
that's got to
in
be
detail, but like, oh, I just realized probably an additional stressor I have is worry for friend.
yeah,
You know,
that
like
does make sense.
not just you, other people in my life too, but like, oh
Right.
right. there are multiple people in my life who have
Things.
lives.
Yeah. So it's like, so who's this Ollie?
I think I started with my business partner, and then I was like, well, and friend, and like, anyway.
Yep. Okay. Hang on a sec. I'm going to go off camera just for a hot minute because we need to get the knee braces off and the knee braces off and ice on, which mostly necessitates me taking my pants off. And that is not the kind of street this is.
You know, we could save that for our OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
And now I'm picturing what you and I having a joint OnlyFans account would look like.
I have no actual knowledge of what an OnlyFans account even is. I have a broad strokes.
But I mean, it's totally actually used for other things. But you know, it was initially like a way for people in an adult entertainment, usually visual content medium, to take back ownership and feel less victimized by the people who propagate stuff. So like, if you're a fan of that person, you could directly support them financially. So yeah, adult Patreon might be some of the early inspirations. Anyway. Oh, I don't have my thing. Oh, I scrolled down too far. Okay. I didn't highlight anything. I feel good today, but also a little scattered because it's been an emotional few days, week, something. So I feel okay. I got up, I got some exercise, but I'm definitely easily distractible. Okay. All right. So looking at the calendar, I added my sister coming in. I think maybe I want to add that somewhere bigger. Wait. There. I thought I added that. Okay. So oh, there's a wedding thing apparently happening. Not in my friends and family circle, but at my parents' business location. Okay. Oh, I can focus, I swear. I guess I feel pretty good about the things I've put in. Does this say? Oh, I really wish it had like a link to what it was. Have you been talking? Because I haven't heard anything in a while. Yeah, that's an I'm trying to fix stuff face. And they had to leave to go fix settings, I assume. Okay, what are the actual activities?
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Hi. I can.
Great. Could you hear me before and I just couldn't hear you? What was going on
I
there?
could not hear you. No.
Great. Love that for me. I use that on AirPods and on earpods. So, yeah, I am now on the iPad, which is a really bad idea for overheating purposes, but it's what we got.
Has your iPad been overheating?
If I'm charging it and streaming whatever, like video call, yes, it
Oh,
will.
Zoom.
It'll get a little bit warm.
Yeah.
So I may need to switch it to something else, but for now, I'm just way too done and over it. Really, really over it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I would like to just know information about the guys. This is awful. There's a scrolling page of events, but their banner is like between my tabs and my address bar and their banner, that is half of the screen. So I really
Wow.
can't scroll through the things. I can only see one at a time.
All right. We have
I'm
engaged the Gaga, and now we can possibly do
I'm really
literally anything.
glad that they're having this event. I don't need to hear about when your planning meeting is. Please just tell me what's at the event and if it's a good one to take my nephews to.
You know what I love having is dry mouth and the taste of moisturizer in my mouth at the same time. I'm kidding. I actually don't mind dry mouth that much. Ice. I'm
Compared
doing
to
ice.
the crippling RSD, I'll take the dry mouth.
I don't know if enjoy is quite the right word, but I, I, I notice it, and it like honestly, enjoy might be the right word. I don't know. I think I might enjoy dry mouth, which like given how many other things in life I enjoy the sensory of, I will take it. I am having a very difficult time not deploying profanity at this time for a lot of
Green
different
event form.
situations, and I am
Okay.
trying to keep our stream clean.
I am very proud of you.
Thanks.
Okay. Let me
We
just
are deploying ice on the knees, which is the next step for Ollie in this process.
this is the most I'm just trying to find out about a particular pride event and like trying to just find where you are and what you have going on there
Yeah,
should be easier to find. I'm pretty
yes.
sure there's going to be a gay person or two, but other than that and food, I don't know.
I am very sorry that that is taking place for you. All right. I am going to
Whatever. I'm just going to send Bianca this link.
Okay, so yeah, we're doing the sacred timeline. We are doing the project review. Let me update the inbox numbers here.
I sent it to my sister, was like, fun event for the kids or a bad idea? Who knows? I can't find a list of actual activities on the website.
Oh dear.
I just got to add the effing location to my calendar on a maybes. And we did say it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where that is, but I'm sure I can find a map to it or something if we decide to go.
Oh my
Shoot.
God.
What?
I was like, no, it's fine. You don't have to put that away. You don't have to spend energy to put that away. Just chill. It's fine. And I was expending way more energy telling myself it was fine. I didn't have to put it away than ever would be spent putting it the away.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure that holding my child's hand while we have our morning daily walk is injuring my knees further.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a very able, willing, and eager stay-at-home parent who is always available. But, oh dear, especially since the eldest has shown a hobby lately of tearing off ahead of everybody else and needing one of the parents to chase them, which I guess it could be me. But yeah. Okay, now we have a thing. We're not doing that. Okay.
Okay. Damn it. Talked about going to the zoo, which was completely my idea.
Hmm.
And I'm now in the position of, so do I reschedule clients or cancel therapy? What is happening right here? I somehow ended up with this event that's supposed to be my lunch. Oh, I must have blocked it off or something.
You know, the headspace of what does it matter? I have no time to do anything anyway is not the one that I would like to have when I finally sit down to do review. It's not my favorite. I would really like to have a different mindset going on.
I'm sorry. I was like, well, I would go if it made people feel loved and supported. And I was like, I was mostly thinking about occupying our children.
Mm. That is a very sweet response.
It is. And there are times to do that. In this case, I was specifically thinking, is this something that my nephews would enjoy? I was like, I don't know what's at this one, but sometimes it's like any other event with booths and stuff to look at, but with more rainbows and jeans cutoffs and probably a drag show at some point. That's something your children would enjoy, then we can occupy them at it. I said, also, it's during a Pokemon event, so it might amuse them while we catch Pokemon. Don't ask me why I feel like going to the Portland one feels more like an actual pride celebration than I feel. And I feel like the Eugene one is one that just is a thing to go to. But that's my
Oh,
feeling.
bigger, like more people, possibly.
Yeah, there's more people. I guess I know more members of the queer community in Portland than I do in Eugene. I don't know what that says. least I think so. Probably. Okay. That is a rabbit hole, and I need to pull out of it. Okay. When texting an ADDer about a schedule, tell them why you need to know so they have motivation to answer. Good point. Okay. I guess I am doing the job. I'm planning activities. Okay, I'm also going to start writing down stuff that I need to do in the next week. I'm just because my brain is coming up with the stuff I need to do, that's just where I organically move to. Um, Oh, I need to get up for a stretch. It's hard to do when I've got ideas coming out of my head.
Mm.
I feel like I could also do a whole talk on like balancing automation in your
Mm-hmm.
life, like because theoretically automations could take up all the work time. Like, how do you achieve that balance of like the right amount of effort
Mm-hmm.
and energy expended for the bonus? Like, I feel like I could do a whole talk on that. Correct. What was I writing? I have the words difference between.
Mm.
Oh. Okay. So my brain's just been pouring. It says review calendar, which is not entirely what I'm doing. I have looked over the next week. I guess I get credit for that. But I'm also like writing this list out of what really needs to happen in the next 6 days. Okay. Somebody did join us. I apologize. I'm going to move the timer back unless there's an objection because I didn't go for a walk or a stretch and I kind of need to. Okay. I remember. Let me look at what I said I was going to do. Oh. All right. I am going to go for a break and I will be right back.
Okay, I'll be here.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't have AA batteries here. Not charged and ready to go. That's
I'm
sad.
sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Is your review okay?
Yeah, I'm getting on with it. I realized that I had a very specific block around planning a project, and it was because it felt like I will never I'll sit here, I'll plan it, and I'll never engage with it again. So I texted a friend to get accountability for when I will discuss the project with spouse.
Okay.
And it's a project which on paper sounds really heavy. And I was like, oh, and by the way, I should tell you, this is not an emotionally charged thing at all. It's just, in fact, if it was, I feel like I would have less resistance to discussing it. Ironically, it's just like it's chill, and so it's like, oh, we'll discuss it at some point, and some point never comes. So yeah, it was good because my
Cool.
brain was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Okay, well, how can you do it? If I believe that we'll ever engage with it. Okay, so accountability.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, test. I know I started writing some lists because I was feeling not great about I was not feeling organized about stuff. I'm wondering if it would be more useful to show the GTD thing. My client was like, yeah, I used to have like a weekly review checklist.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I mean, I have a weekly review checklist from the company like handy that is
Mm-hmm.
open on my computer because it opens every week. Would you like me to send it to you? Um, yeah, I'm not sure. It's been a while. I have a lot of windows open.
Mm.
There we go. It was like, do you want to share the whole screen? I was like, no, please. That would be a nightmare.
Mm.
Okay. So I have been writing the stuff down. Mm. Did you hear that? I'm just curious.
I thought I heard a slight tap, like a tick, like as if someone dropped a coin onto a,
Hmm.
but it was very quiet. So,
It was a ding. Well, at least
mm.
what I was referring to was a ding. Anyway. Okay, that's a thing. What were my other things I wrote down? Uh, okay. Okay, so It's amazing how long just planning stuff takes. Okay, I'm doing a thing I don't want to do. It is a scheduling message. Oh, it's wrapping already. What? Okay. So what is Okay. I'm looking at all these things and yikes.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Like across the board. It's like, oh man, I was having lunch and they served my food and yikes. I was talking to my sister the other day and she told me about her boyfriend and yikes.
Right, right.
I went
Although
I
at
went
the
for a
moment that
picnic.
is unlikely for either of us to say, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
um
I went for a picnic yesterday and the weather, yikes.
yeah, yeah,
It's
you're
just
you're you're not wrong. Um
positive.
because like one of the things that I really wanted to do for June, does it absolutely have to be done? No, but um
Hmm.
I actually don't know if it will end up saving me time to skip it because it is doing the intense automation for the newsletter blog post. And that is like
Mm.
a many hours of focus kind of task. And so I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, so probably the earliest I could meet to post it with my niece would be like Wednesday. And I'm like, oh, that leaves me one day of doing literally anything else. Like, I don't know,
Yep.
getting the web page up that I wanted for my talk. I don't have to put up a web page for my talk. I know it just seems like the easiest way to distribute the data, like a
Yep.
series of files to a whole bunch of people seems like a QR code that goes to a web page is the easiest way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very reasonable.
Now, how will I minimum viable the page instead of making it look right? Well, who knows? But I am putting in things like um uh summer activities, like, if we don't take out the paddle boards once or twice, like it doesn't feel like summer really happened.
Yeah.
So scheduling those with my family, like texting about it. So important things for the like what needs to happen this summer and
Hmm.
in chunks is it's happening. I'm not sure anything else is going to happen today, which sucks, but
Yep. Realized recently that at some point, probably soonish. Oh, I already made them. At some point I'm gonna need uh context for my children.
mm,
Or
yeah,
tags, I should say. So agendas, like, like a GTD agenda. Um,
yeah,
I don't actually have one for you in my system because you and I house that elsewhere. Otherwise, I
right,
would.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. Set alarm to defrost. Okay, so
I wonder if I need to create a keyboard snippet for like a version of, hey, AI, if you don't know the answer or can't find it, it's okay. Just tell me.
right.
I don't know if it'll work, but I
Yeah, it would
sometimes
really
think
depend on
I
everything.
should have said that it's okay to not know the answer.
I think the fact that AI has that problem is very telling about our society. Like, seriously, I really hope that people who have a lot more uh funding and time than I do are taking note of that concept. Like, what are we learning about our society from the LLMs? Like,
Oh,
seriously.
yeah.
I really
Yeah.
hope that's a thing that's taking place.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's a mirror. It's a
Hmm.
distorted mirror, but it's a mirror nonetheless.
Okay. That needs to win. Okay, so what? Web page.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure my talk isn't actually a project in OmniFocus yet.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So there's that. Okay. I guess.
Oh.
definitely used to have an app with like packing lists, and that was its sole job. And you could like
Mm,
reuse them or parts of them. And I liked that, and it doesn't work anymore. And I'm like, I'm not sure if it's worth finding an app specific for it, but also when I try to do it somewhere else, I just start over every time. So, okay. Okay. It's time for these actions to go into OmniFocus and update that. We update our document. Oh, hey, Shibby said good morning. I don't know when because there wasn't anybody writing anything, so I stopped checking a while ago. I'm sorry, Shibby. I missed you. If you're still here, I'm delighted. Um, oh, baby. All right, nobody else can see it. Shh. Kind of working on that. Let's see. All right, so I am well overdue for a break. So I'm gonna go do that.
okay. I
Oh,
will
Shibby's
probably
still
leave.
here. Yay.
Hey, I'm
We'd love
very
to hear
glad
what
you're
you're
here,
working on.
Chevy.
What
Yep.
else were you gonna say, Ollie?
I'm going to be leaving at the top of the hour. You don't have to
Okay,
come back before then, but just a
I
heads up.
probably will be. There's
Okay.
nobody here for me to get distracted talking to. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, be back.
Mhm. It hadn't occurred to me that you know using the heating pad on my knees in the winter is cozy, but in the summer is but luckily, my office always gets more of whatever the system is doing in our household. Um, I think I was in the middle of a sentence, but nobody's here to tell me what that was. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys, it's not going to happen. Um, so we're going to refresh this page. What? I want to do. Why are you? Okay. Forward it. This one. Ah, okay. Okay. Beautiful. I am so excited about the fact that I can use AI to answer tech questions. Like if I'm setting up forwarding, if I'm setting up forwarding, does it also keep the email for me so that I can reference it? Yes, the answer is yes. Now, of course, it could be hallucinating, but that does seem reasonable to me. So, I think what we're also going to do all of this.
on time.
Nice.
Okay. All right. I'm putting things into OmniFocus because I am a grown-up who can task manage stuff. I
Hmm.
need to like arrange everything though, because you are a beautiful human being, and also your image is blocking my calendar or my project list.
I'm sorry, I'll move.
I moved for you. I moved your window.
Thank you. You got my back. I appreciate that.
I do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there was something else on here that I needed to do. Uh, okay, that is a schedule task. And I definitely think I should do that sooner rather than later. I don't have to do it. Let's see. I don't have to do it before Bianca gets here. What am I looking at? Okay, so that would be it. Oh, that's when our pediatrician appointment is. Oh,
One of my players exercised the power to at everyone in the D&D set, which is not that many people in fairness, but yes.
yeah.
I'm like, whoa, bold.
Yeah.
It's also people who are not currently playing slash might be in different cities now. So it's just
Yeah.
bold. Um you may not be consciously aware of that. Um
Okay. Well, if we just
what am I doing?
assume,
Oh right. I was going to
hmm.
the final thing I am going to do before I sign off is manage my okay, that's weird. It's not a problem, but it is very weird.
Sorry. I almost said something casually like we were in the Discord and not live streaming.
Mm, good
That,
catch.
yeah, I caught myself. What the what?
Yeah.
That's a weird choice to make, Spotlight.
Yep.
Okay.
Like is it possible that it's because I have dark mode app view turned on? Like it's black in the thing and it's blue in this in the apps. I don't know, but it's bizarre and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Dude, that's awesome. I added a project which is going to be fairly substantial to accomplish and probably involves a dozen sub projects. Um, which is not my favorite when I'm already feeling overloaded. However, I think I'm not going to go through and officially turn it off, but I think that I accomplished the goal of one of the projects here, which was the um, know what the ever loving heck is going on with email so that you don't miss another school email, Ollie. So that is why I have the inboxes all tickety boo, and I just set up a Gmail filter that will forward all the granderie.ca uh, email address sending ones to my co-parent, so that
Yay!
not only will I see them, but you will also see them. So there are multiple. Not only will I be almost guaranteed to see them and be able to deal with them, my co-parent also will. So that is quite the departure from Ollie didn't see a very important email 2 months ago. Huzzah.
Yay!
And I asked for help with that. I asked a friend. I did the actual in-person body doubling concept today. No, I mean recently, not today. And yeah, I am very proud of myself. So now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take my ice packs downstairs and refreeze them. And thank you very much for this, everybody, especially Brittany, who manages all of the tech. This was very important for me, and I did, in fact, accomplish many things. At least many more things than I otherwise would have. It feels like I didn't accomplish anything, but that's not true. So,
Yeah.
huzzah overall, and enjoy the rest of your review, and I will speak to you every day forever. Bye!
Great. Bye. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's the one. Hours. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Getting the items into OmniFocus. Really glad I looked at that and wrote it down because I definitely got sidetracked. Yeah, it should probably still happen. No. Okay. Okay, these. Here's one of those ADHD conundrums or task management ADHD. Oh, we got an application for Canada's new thing. Go you, Shibby. I don't know why I didn't see that when I checked just a minute ago. That's really weird. Anyway, one of the conundrums is, it's easier to get a task done if you like capture all the information. Like if there's a phone number to call, capture the phone number. But it's the conundrum of, or I won't finish getting everything into the system that needs to get into the system if I pause to look up every phone number for this set of medical tasks. And so I'm annoyed by that. But it's also like probably, yeah, it's actually a consideration to take into account. What just beeped? Oh, apparently it was my vacuum. Or at least the vacuum has lights on it, which suggests maybe it was the vacuum. Anyway. Okay. This, I think I just have to put all these. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this one, and that one. Damn it. Okay. Oh, this one, the website's open. I can capture their phone number right now. All right. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted you to do at all, but thank you for being too proactive, computer. Okay. Hmm. No, I might have something else, but oh, you're not active anymore. This is all in theoretical land. Um, mm, okay. Put that in. Okay. Okay, I do have a project for that. I think I did. That is not a helpful task, me. Okay. Um, so I wrote down start this master list that needs to be done. Fuck, it's Probably. Okay, I'm going to put down the very next thing I need to do, which is I'm going to put some of these, I'm going to finish this project, setting it up, and then I'm going to put the ideas I had in the spot where I'm going to look when I go to write the actual talk. Not a lot of talking, it's a workshop, but like I want to have like a, this is the opening, here's my overview, blah, 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 setup. And then let's go into the actual automations that we're doing the workshop on. So I wrote some ideas. I want to capture them where they will actually be useful and finish like the first actions in that project. And so I should be able to do that when I get back. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything else, but that's the plan. All right. I'll be back. It may be a short one when I get back because I just looked at the clock. But I will be back at least for a minute. There, now bye. Okay, I came back just a little bit early. Got what to do. Okay. These are the things in the drafts. So I gotta find the draft. Okay. So another test added. Okay, found a task that needs to go somewhere else. I just withheld the desire to flag something as something that needs to happen soon when I know it doesn't have to. It would just be really nice. Pretty proud of that one. So I haven't actually gotten to the place I need to physically get to. I can now delete this. I don't think I'm going to do any more at this point. Okay. Mm. That's so weird. This is not it at all. This is the one. Finally found the spot. But if I don't enter it now, I'll have to look for both things. Mm. Yeah, I've totally gone further in this than I meant, but I guess that's how these things go. That is all of the context. That's captured. I got a couple more tasks in here. Dang it, it's late. Okay. Okay, in there. Okay. Oh, this. Okay. Okay, I don't think I got that one in. I gotta get going. Okay, we did do that. Um, finish. Those are in there. Get out of here. Oops. Hmm. Fortunately, I'm just gonna have to update what needs to be updated. So we're just writing on this document. What else? It's got sometime today. I'm gonna have to put it on my calendar because I don't feel opening. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, added everything. Okay. I never do as much as I wanted to, but they got in there. I've got a little more clarity with some shorter deadlines, so that's something. All right. Well, think I've done what I can. Thank you so much for joining our little bonus review. We'll be back on Tuesday. I'm double checking my calendars. I'm discussing a calendar, of course. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And the plan is to also have a bonus review June 27th. Again at 9 a.m. Might be some weird airport stuff, but we'll get that worked out to the best of our ability and be here when we can. So those are the plans. Thanks so much for joining. I got some stuff done, mostly around planning the next couple weeks, but I did it thoroughly. So thanks for coming.